So, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna be stuffing my face at the same time, but other than that, yeah.
Oh, if you hear background noise, it's people smashing.
It's what?
Smash.
By that he means people playing Super Smash Brothers, not people having sex.
Or, smashing watermelons for fun and comedy.
This isn't that day and age anymore, and it's not summer.
All the more reason to do it because it would be unexpected and more comedic.
It's also not smashing pumpkins.
Marcus, Jared.
Should be good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Jared, could you say something again?
Hello?
Salute.
Sounded a bit quiet the first time we responded to that.
Hi, Duke.
My mic might be a little bit further away than usual.
That's because he's switching rooms. It's pretty cool.
Does anyone remember what the hell happened last session?
Things.
Adventurers Guild Dungeon of Doom.
Rocks did not
Rocks.
fall.
Rocks did fall on me.
We're trying to admit that?
Rocks fell, nobody died.
More accurate.
Almost happened, though. Because you almost died to some fucking bats.
I outplayed the bats.
Only after we told you, yeah, you could move without getting injured.
I think it was basically just the me and Tate thing, and then Noah's
The Noah
thing.
thing,
And that was
yeah.
basically the whole thing. That was the whole day.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Trying to find our pieces.
You and me are in the center square.
Yeah.
Unan /
Thank
Athos
you.
/ Marcus.
I was going to say Marcus. I was like, I can read the name, but I don't remember who the fuck it is. Noah is up here, over by the dock.
Jared is...
I think he's at the inn? He's over here.
Yeah, no, Jared's at the stables. He was
Also by the dock.
He was going to do his other test, I believe.
Melee riding.
Where's the stables?
Down by the dock.
Northeast corner of the map.
There we go. I've got all the maps. Cool. I know where we all are. Did you know me?
Where are the stables?
Northeast corner of the map.
Oh, I was reading the compass rose wrong.
That's why I kept saying it was over by the dock. God damn it.
Need to make sure some chicken's not burning.
Okay. It's actually going to start with Jared to do the other test.
Guess he's like the last one.
Yeah. Other than that, Marcus, I looked through the effects in the meantime. I was looking for the purple glowy light potential. Does not exist.
No purple glowy
You
light
fuck
for the portal, I'm guessing is what you're saying.
Yeah. There's some other stuff that glows, but nothing that'll work.
Thought I turned that off. I apologize.
Dude, I loved it. Please do more.
If that breaks again, by the way, I'm gonna just nix that out temporarily until I can fix it.
Yeah, I don't... Do we know what's causing it? Is it just an issue with Twitch, or...
I don't know. Also, while we wait, did everyone tell me what they wanted to do for day 6?
I don't know if I have anything I want to do. I'm back here.
Yes. Look back. I saw you go back into your room. Your new room.
I think I told you, Cal, but I had the nobility and planes test.
Alright, I was gonna do the disable device test. I think that's it, though.
And Marcus is going to do the DC test?
Yeah, until we get to me, just give me a second. I might have found a light for you. I was just gonna check it out.
I'm surprised that my monk style doesn't give me knowledge planes, actually.
So that I don't interrupt what you're doing with Jared, I'll let you know afterwards, Cole. Or via text.
I haven't
It's
heard
not
Jared say
here.
he was back.
He said he was back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, well, that's it.
Like I said, I didn't hear that he was back.
So how's Carrie enjoying Overwatch?
Fine.
How often do you call her a filthy Hanzo, man?
Never?
Your disappointment to this family.
Marcus, what tests were you doing on day 6? And same with you, Jared?
Let's speed through these days.
Marcus is doing Arcana and Planes. Same as Noah.
Yeah, Arcana Planes, that's really the only two I could do.
Wait, no, did you say
Wow.
planes?
I am doing planes. I'm also doing knowledge nobility.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, I have it marked down as ability plans, is that because that's what I heard, and that's also what's on the image that he sent me.
Look, man, he's a wizard. I thought he was doing Arcana. He's a wizard fighter.
And that leaves Jared.
This is definitely not a strong day for me. I mean, I have good dexterity, so I could maybe do the trap ones, but
The problem is you have to have the disable device as a class
Yeah,
skill
and I
to
don't.
even be able to, yeah.
I might do knowledge planes, and that's about it.
A lot of overlap then.
Hey, that means it should go a little quicker.
Should. Who knows? But until we get to that point, let's continue with Jared at the Majestic Stables for his mounted melee test.
Roger.
Your piece, by the way, Jared's over there if you weren't here for that. Where are you moving to?
Apparently he's going in
Oh,
someone's
I did
house.
not see that building name before. I thought the other building was the stable.
Nope. That's just some random house.
You you wandered into a person's home. I think that's breaking and entering. Unless you're doing the thief test.
Even the thief test wasn't real thieving.
It's the True Thieves Guild.
Well, Jared, as Sandeep arrives to the Majestic Stables, he sees familiar people there that he saw before for the mounted archery test. Whatever the fuck I named it.
Yeah, it was mounted archery.
Mostly just sit around waiting for the test to start.
Alright, well, a few moments go by, and the person that I had speak before is speaking again to everyone. I don't remember who the fuck it was. Don't ask. Indicating that the test is going to be similar to the archery one, however, instead of shooting a bow, you're going to be picking your melee weapon of choice and going to be hitting target dummies along the way. Other than that, the path should be familiar to those that took the archery test because it is going to be the same path, just a different layout of targets.
Means I might do better.
Who knows? What kind of weapon do you choose, by the way?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a light weapon so that I have my dexterity to hit with. I may just stick with my mace. I'm trying to... Why can't I find the button for weapons list? Yeah, I'll just stick with my light mace.
Okay, well, there are weapons available for you to choose from. If anything else would be more interesting than your light mace. I'll take the non-response as, no, I'm gonna stick with the light mace.
Yeah, the only other thing I'd be interested in would be the rapier, but I'd still only have a +1 for untrained. So for this one, I'll just stick with something my character's comfortable with.
Alright. Well, some contestants go by. Varying various degrees of success. Before you are called up and are required to do the test. It'll be the same as before, which I believe was 5 ride checks and 5 2-hit checks, I guess, in this case.
You want the ride checks first, all at once?
Yeah, give me just a moment, though. I'm ready for him whenever now.
15, 14, 12, 16, 24.
Well then. That's a bit of an outlier.
Yeah, just a bit.
Got really comfortable there right at the end.
And what about your 2 attacks? Or 5 attacks? Your 2-hit rolls?
8, 24, 24, 19, 9.
So bad, good, 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 bad.
Yep.
Alright. Simple enough.
Rolled a 3 and a 4 to end cap those. I wasn't expecting to ride so fast on that last attack.
What'd you get?
Right so fast, I mean right so well.
Yep.
Alright, so Sandeep goes through the course fairly well. Missing the first target, maybe getting used to the short range of the light mace while on horseback. Is able to land the next next three hits, I guess, based on rolls, but whatever. Still keeping control of the horse, and for the final one, he's able to ride pretty damn well. However, seems to be too focused on that and ends up missing the target. So your turn is up, and some more people go. Once more to various degrees of success. Once everyone has gone, the person tells everyone to wait patiently while they confer with each other to determine who the winner is. Did you want to talk to anyone in the crowd that participated or anything?
No, but I'll probably just hang out near the stables and just, like, check out the horses that they have while I'm waiting.
Well, you're checking out the horses of various breeds as far as you can tell. I presume Sandeep has had no formal training in horses.
Formally, no. I might have been shown a horse once, but not, like, spent a lot of time on it.
You didn't clone a book via book sex?
Different campaign.
Alright.
As long as they're still the same species and have a similar temperament, I should be able to know how to ride them, at least from one point to another. But other than that, my knowledge is probably somewhat lacking.
Jared, did you also participate in the writing test?
I did not.
Nobody participated in that, correct?
As far as I know, no.
Alright, well, after some conferring with each other of the judges to determine who the winner was, it turns out... I wish I had a drum roll button. Actually, maybe I don't. Oh, the copyright is on drum rolls. Eh. The winner turns out to be Sandeep. For wondering, by 3 points.
So the ride gets you the win this time. Again.
Yeah, pretty much. And the fact that a couple of the attacks were pretty high.
Next thing you know, the Equestrian Club is going to be trying to recruit me the same way that this guild is Carnum.
No, actually. Such a guild does not exist in this town. There may be more than one stable in this town, and this one is just the one that is, doing events and whatnot to, like, bolster appearances and whatnot.
They won the contract.
Not necessarily won the contract. There's ones choosing to spend money to make themselves better. And more appealing to people, to store their horses there. Compared to anywhere else. It's an advertising campaign.
This one I am not as shocked about since I have the experience of the previous win.
And you didn't win on ride alone?
That too. Since I was actually using a weapon that I have some familiarity with.
Alright, well, the person calls for you to come up again to receive the reward.
I walk forward.
He hands you a special type of saddle as well as another bag of 40 gold. He congratulates you and goes on to tell everyone Sandeep actually won the archery test yesterday as well, based on riding alone. However, for today's event, it seems he barely scratched by a victory, but either he's been practicing a lot since yesterday, or he's a lot better off with melee instead of bows and whatnot on horseback.
Just imagine, I would have won by 16 additional points had I worn the belt.
Oh, you didn't wear the belt?
Nope. Figured it wasn't
Man,
in
the
sport.
fish can ride horses.
Just imagine how I do with giant seahorses. Wait.
You mean sharks?
You mean sharks? Mister, I killed a
Oh,
shark.
God.
It was a CR fucking 4 or something.
You all wait along the shoreline, and then you see a fin.
Alright, we each gotta kill a shark single-handed. We'll need your net.
Time to go punch sharks to death.
Anywho, the person once again congratulates you, Sandeep, for winning, and thanks everyone for coming out before asking you to stay a bit longer. You choose to stay.
They like you.
Yes.
Alright, well, the contest runner lets everyone leave after the test has ended. Turns to you and lets you know that, well, since you have won 2 of the 3 tests here, and you did not actually partake in that, just the writing test, right? Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I think that was a busy day.
I see. Well, that's a bit unfortunate, but, oh well. There is a bonus reward since you have won 2 of the events here, though, where you are actually given one of the horses here.
Ah, I see.
A equally or an equivalent amount of gold is also available if you don't want a horse.
He's just gonna take that horse underwater with him.
That said, you might also want to confer with anyone that you're with. That's just me saying it, not the person.
That's just us having the possibility of 3 horses.
Yeah.
We're all gonna learn to ride, guys. We got our mobility.
Who needs a cart when you can just have a horse per person?
Well, the funny thing is, if you had actually taken the riding test and won all 3, instead of getting just a light horses, which is what you're getting from winning 2, you would have won a combat-trained light horse and a combat-trained heavy horse.
Oh. Just means he has to combat train these horses himself.
I mean,
And
they
feed
can
one
still...
until it's fucking swole.
Yeah, they can still enter combat. It's just they're not going to be as effective as a combat-trained horse would have been.
I'm trying to remember if I was around for the, or if I know about the other horses yet.
Other horses? Oh,
Yeah.
I got them
No.
earlier in the day and nothing has been said yet.
yeah, you would not know about them. So, I mean, you could still make the decision to not take the horse, but then you could say later, like, oh, yeah, I get this bag of gold instead of taking a horse, and then, but...
Ninja horses.
It's entirely up to you. If you want to do a little bit of player knowledge on that, I won't mind. Because I don't find it unreasonable that you might want to confer with your teammates before coming back to get the horse. Since you weren't told that the horse was going to be a reward anyway, and you don't necessarily know if you can store it at the fucking inn. Or here, for that matter.
Well, I rolled low on my percentile for what I was going to decide, so I'll probably be in town for a bit. If I take the horse, can I keep it here?
Certainly. How long did you intend to be in town for still, then?
I'm thinking we're going to still be here for the last rest of the celebration. We might be here for like a day after to figure some stuff out.
So, maybe another week tops, right?
Yeah, that sounds like at least a good estimation.
Well, we could certainly hold on to the horse for you. And we could certainly feed it in the meantime until you are able to come and get it. But if you're not back here in 7 days to either get the horse or the equivalent amount of it in gold, then we'll be keeping the horse and you kind of forfeit the reward.
Sounds fair. Thank you for your time, and then I will try and either check out the inn or head towards where I think someone's last competition was. See if they either beat me there or if I can run into them.
Well, by the time you finished the competition, it is getting darker out. It's not dark out. So presumably most of the other tests that people were doing have ended, and they might be traveling somewhere.
And then, what was the saddle?
The saddle specifically is a horse master saddle. What does it do, you ask? Yes.
I get another +5 to ride checks, and then the horse gets a +5 to acrobatics.
You know where that first link in mobile? I don't know how the hell I clicked on that to go to that. Well, while that's been going on then, and Sandeep is going to be eventually leaving, what is Arthas and Winan doing? As I see, they have moved slightly.
They're just making their way back to the tavern, technically hitting those different stores that we talked about.
Care to remind me what those were?
We never got names. We never did names. There's just 4 potential stores is what he ran across. 2 of them said yes, 1 said no, and 1 said maybe. In terms of, becoming acquisitioned by Unan's sister's company.
Oh, that's right. Alright.
Marcus, where did you go?
I am almost back to the inn. Since that was Unan's entire day after the test, was just doing that.
Yeah, what is Kaz doing? And Carnum, for that matter.
I don't remember.
Well, Kaz would like to link up with Karnam if that's possible.
He was doing that. Kaz was gonna follow me. I told him no, and then he went up to Karnam, and Karnam said he was gonna go do something walking around town.
I think I was going to go to the Monk Guild.
That's, I think, what it was. You wanted to find where the Monk Guild was because you weren't sure where it was yet.
Yeah.
We actually talked about that though. Lame's character does know where the Monk's Guild is. Or at least would have seen it.
So I wanted to go run down and actually like talk to someone inside, see what the hell the plan was with the events and where they were being held.
This is after Lame had did the climbing throwaway test.
And landed on my ass.
And Kaz did have some questions for Karnam when they start walking. If he can walk with him, he's gonna ask him that.
I mean, I don't mind company. Not like I'm doing anything that would make it so I can't have company, so.
Okay, well, you two are going to be heading
Marcus.
towards the Monk Guild then, and Taurus is doing what after his test?
I'm heading towards the end to meet with people because I need to talk about my horses.
Wait, talk to who?
Talk to the group about my horses.
I heard Helix the first time, instead of group. I don't know how.
Got it, my horse is named Helix.
Yeah, I heard Helix
Can you-
too.
I heard Helix as well, so
I wasn't listening, so I'll just say I heard Helix too.
is the other
Our
one
Lord
named
and
Fossil?
Savior.
Tay, if you're gonna make
Jared.
that joke, instead of Fossil, then you should name the other one Dome. Thank you.
But Dome lost. Nobody cares about the Antichrist Dome. It's a plus profit. And remember, our Lord and Savior, Lord Helix. God damn it.
Actually, my brain was going in a different way. I was gonna say we name the courses Helix, but then there's also Twist, Curve, Spiral, Rotate.
Okay, well, Taurus is able to get to the inn, and assuming Athos and Unan don't do anything weird besides getting to the end, they'll get to the end.
Right.
Sandeep's going to get to the end unless he wanted to do something weird. Noah's in the wrong end.
Now he's in the correct one.
Indeed.
Buildings are still merged.
They're supposed to be. They share a wall.
Sandeep's going to the inn and not doing anything weird. Sandeep is
Sandeep.
going to respond. Jared?
Jared?
Might have
I
gone
was
check on-
gonna sit at the end for a couple minutes and then head towards the center of town to see if I could bump into anyone.
Well, they'd be showing up after a few minutes, so.
You bump into people at the end.
And, Karnam and Kaz have made little no progress to the Monk's Guild, I see.
I mean, I figured we were dealing with other people's stuff because he was apparently wanting to talk with shit.
Well, I figured you would be a bit closer and whatnot, but, yeah, if you want to just wait then, fine. Sandeep, Athos, Udan, and Taurus, go.
So, how'd your guys' stuff go?
I won 2 horses.
I only won one.
Pause real quick. Kelp, did I win the spell story read? Is that what I won?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I won too.
So we have 5 horses?
No, I didn't win a horse. I won and he holds up a ring. I won a ring.
Oh, also, I see.
Either of you two know where I could store the horses? Because I have the Druid Guild. Yep, where it's Druid Guild is just holding on to them for me right now.
The stables are just holding on to mine for right now, but I imagine that if we take the horses, they can hold on to them.
Okay.
They are stables.
Could you lead me to that after we drop by the Druids Guild?
Yeah, we could do that. It's actually just down the road towards the edge of town.
Might be able to pick up Karma and Cos on the way back if they're not already here.
I don't know where Karnam and Kaz are. After I left to go do my little business venture, they went the other way. So they might be coming back any minute for all we know.
Yeah, how late in the day is it, Cal?
Want a specific time? About 6:30. Yeah.
And it'd probably take a long time to walk halfway across the town and then back with horses. Or the stable would probably be closed.
The stable may never close, you don't know. And Sandeep didn't ask.
Well, I'm probably gonna head down, find where the stable is first before I go grab the horses.
And Lamb's going to fuck with pots and pans.
Actually, it's a it's a letter opener. I was cutting some shit and I apparently knocked my fucking mute button.
Wait, that's not Kirby. Pac-Man.
Does Taurus announce that he's going to the stables? Or trying to find the stables?
Yeah.
I'll guide him down the road since it's not that far.
Okay.
Me and Athos will join too.
It's probably for the best. You were pretty good at handling animals when we did the test.
Sounds like I would have won more had I been to the actual riding competition, but I think that was the same day as the swimming in the melee.
If you want a rough estimate of how long it'll take to get all the way down to the Druids Guild and back, by the way, from the stables, about 3 hours.
It'd be like 9 by the time we get back.
It'd be a bit past that, yeah. Like I said, 6:30.
Ah. I'll quick walk to see how long the stables are open.
Do you guys want to chat at all along the way?
I was gonna say along the way, we're probably not in a hurry to pick up your horses, since it sounds like they were gonna hold on to them until you knew what you were gonna do with them. So you
Yeah,
can probably
but
stop by tomorrow.
true, but we could also get the arrangement set up today to make sure it doesn't get filled or anything.
Yeah.
What?
So, what were your guys' tests like? Because I had, like, a me-sized boulder dropped on me on the dungeoneering test.
What was my test again, Cal? Spellcraft, that's right, never mind. Oh, that's crazy. Mine was just spellcraft, just explaining how magic works.
This one was pretty much the same as the archery one, where I had to ride around and hit dummies. But the other one was just Karnam and I traveled around town looking for little Steve rats.
He has kids?
No, statuettes.
At
Just an observation test.
this point, gonna knock on the door with objects. Or is the door open for the stables?
The door is open.
I'm gonna head and see if there's a front desk or a,
Is there a posting on the front for hours?
There is indeed a posting.
It closes in. Ooh, you're too late. Just closed.
They break your nose with the door.
Did you want to read the posting?
Yes.
Doesn't say specifically this, but along the lines of 24/7.
It's actually 23.57?
Lunch break.
Bastards.
It's not them, they have to feed the horses.
And then you find out they are the horses. They made that sign.
They don't sell horses, they just have a bunch of druids with shapeshifting.
Fucking squirrel.
But no, the thing is open 24/7, according to the posting.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find someone who works here.
Well, to your amazement, you actually find a fetchling at the stables.
Excuse me. Could you help me for a moment?
He looks at you and goes, "Yeah, with what?" Before realizing that you're also a fetchling.
My friend Sandeep won a competition here and mentioned that you guys can hold horses. Would I be able to reserve 2 spots and pay for them, because probably gonna bring 2 horses I got from the Druids Guild tomorrow.
Ah, those horses. Yeah, we're actually the ones that gave them the horses to give away, and yeah, I remember Sandeep, actually one of the judges for today's competition.
One of the judges?
Yes.
This guy was one of the judges, Slam, not Sandy.
Okay.
It took a second. I was like, oh, I know what he's confused on. There was a
Yeah.
comma.
That's how I won.
Did I not pause for a brief moment there to indicate there was a comma?
Now that I heard.
Okay.
Also, apparently that makes fucking Sandeep into Zarya.
It's okay, Calv. I understood. That's why it took me a second to go, why'd landmass? Oh.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed, because I had no clue when he said that. I'm like, what?
Also, are there horses readily seeable?
Yes.
Unan, being the childish man at heart that he is, got a 26 on animal handling to befriend horses. Not to do anything. He just wants the horses to like him.
All of the horses simultaneously without one roll? Or one particular horse?
Either. He just goes up and tries to gesture one to him or whatever, depending on how close he can get. So, like, if only one comes up and pats ahead, or if multiple come up, because he's that fucking cheerful, then I guess he tries to entertain multiple.
Have you ever been inside a barn with, like, individual stalls for horses?
Yep.
Is kind of what the layout is here. The stall that you went up to, though, however, they seem to be somewhat interested, but not caring enough to really come to you.
Then the horses are obviously bastards and need to be lit on fire.
Or maybe this horse only, you know, speaks to one person.
Oh my god, the horse can talk? It's Mr. Ed?
Yes, Lamb, it's Mr. Ed.
Horses don't say nay, they say Wilbur.
Okay, I think that'll be all for now. We'll be off.
Wait, did I even answer your question? I don't think I did.
Wait, yeah.
To actually answer your question then, the fetch lane goes, you said 2 horses?
Yeah.
How long did you want to keep them here?
Probably about a week once the competition's done. We might be heading somewhere, might be splitting apart, don't know.
What is your character's name again, Noah?
Taurus?
Splitting apart, Taurus, but why do that?
I don't know. I didn't know if we were gonna stay together or if we were just having fun and whatnot because the competition's going on.
Yeah, I figured we're all gonna travel around together. Go, adventuring.
Okay.
Well, we can certainly store your 2 horses here, and it'll cost 70 silver for those 7 days.
I can do that.
It's 5 silver per horse per day.
Well, I'll probably see you tomorrow then. Have a good one.
Real quickly, Kelb, on a roll of 18? Yeah, 18. Does that sound fair? 5 silver? Appraisal.
Yes, it seems pretty standard.
Unan wants to walk up to him and go, out of curiosity, when you store them here, how do they get treated? Like, how do they get fed and taken care of? Is there, like, a better version?
We don't do anything special with them, if that's what you were asking, for 5 silver a day, and yeah, we could certainly do more, which if you wanted to pay more, wouldn't be a problem. He's a little cut off by the question, by the way.
Okay.
But no, the horses are just fed and separated from the other horses, so there's no problems, and why not? Why?
How often would you groom them? On a roll of a 26 diplomacy. If I up it to 10 silver a day, can they get groomed daily?
Yeah, for that much, we could definitely arrange that. But we would groom them once every 3 days based on the 5 silver price anyway.
I guess once every 3 days ain't bad. Okay, and then he walks over to his friends.
Okay then. The fetchling obviously goes back to his work at the stables. You guys have left the stables and are going to do what?
I'm gonna head back to the bar if anything, or the tavern.
Also, if you were curious there, Noah, on the off chance you weren't gonna say your character was gonna be reluctant about continuing to go with the group, I was gonna say, all right, well, I rolled it, and it's a 27 diplomacy to convince you to continue traveling with him.
The only way I would break out of that really is, but then I can't do my work.
I'm pretty sure no one, Unan, his response to that would just be, sure you can. And then make a diplomacy
No,
check
please
on
don't
that.
Sharuk in my face.
Sure you can.
Okay, I'll go.
Turns out Unan's a monster, and he holds all of his friends captive.
This just in. All of Marcus' characters are fucking abusive in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that's about right.
I can't dispute, so I'm not even gonna try.
It costs 1 gold per 5, by the way. Shuriken actually exists in Pathfinder.
Not Shuriken. Shoryuken.
As in the Street Fighter reference.
I know.
Hmm.
Well, if we're all just gonna be at the bar, Unan is gonna get a round of drinks for the table, and for all 4 of us, and pull out some dice and convince them all to play dice with him.
Okay. I'm gonna go use the restroom, and then when I get back, I'll jump over to Lamb and Kaz over at MacLeod.
Sure.
I also require the room of rest.
Apparently everyone's just leaving.
It's just me and you now, Lamb.
God, Marcus, I thought you were
I'm
supposed
here.
to keep the group together.
What are you talking about?
Everybody left.
Nobody likes Marcus.
Ouch.
And with that, I'm also going to go FK for a bit.
We love Marcus, not like. Big difference. It's like that big mood.
I'm back.
Ah,
No comment. You back?
I'm back. I'm Dad.
no, you're just bad, Tate.
Wow.
There you go, Cub. I found something that's kind of decent-ish in terms of placement and intensity. Otherwise, to just play with it real quick, come over by your DM screen to the right of it. It is right there. So you don't control it with sizing, you control it with looping effect. It goes by 2s. They are technically solid objects though, so you have to make sure you don't place them in a spot where characters are going to go down, otherwise they do fall on it.
So being back and all, what happened to Unan being at the freeze bottle?
I was just testing to see if they were solid by using them.
Ah. Well then, over to Kaz and Carnum.
Yes.
You guys been chatting about anything along the road trip?
I mean,
Yes. Alright. Hey, Carnum.
hmm,
I have a little bit of a quandary for you, if you don't mind.
I'll answer what I can.
So, as you know, I am an aspiring merchant / aspiring white necromancer. I am still perfecting both arts, you know, always willing to learn and all that. Would you
Okay.
take a business deal if it stood before you to potentially, if you want to grow your own, to be under somebody else's umbrella?
I have no interest.
No, it wouldn't be you. This is a hypothetical. Say somebody you know had that situation.
I have no interest in being a merchant.
No, not you.
Someone in this group has to not have interest in being a merchant.
Well, not
Say, I
you.
think
It's just
Carnum
more
has-
of a.
I think you have to be not coy with the question.
I know. This is Kaz's style. Not you though, Carnum. I'm not describing you. I'm describing a situation that I'm in.
Then I don't understand the question.
It's essentially What's your character's name, Marcus?
Unan.
Unan.
Or do you mean this sister?
No, Unan. Essentially, Unan had asked me, his sister is looking for proprietary business partners of sorts, more to be under her umbrella. And Unan had asked me, and I'm afraid that, well, Unan told me to stay behind. It's kind of almost to me in the similar situation that the shopkeeper found themselves in. So I'm wondering if they're building this whole capitalist venture. Well, you know, not capitalist, but, and that I'm being shifted away from the group as an opposition.
Oh please, are you kidding me? That guy doesn't know how to, like, push two people apart if he had fucking... Ugh.
If you had two people apart?
No, I had somewhere I was going with that, but then my fucking brain died at the last second.
I find it funny because Tate's explained it as Unan, and it's like, Unan's just the middleman for the actual person.
You see, that's what I'm worried. Like, if I'm wondering if I should join in that umbrella and take my own vested interests eventually.
Well, I mean, that's the thing you'd have to decide for yourself. What are your goals with what you're doing?
Well, essentially, I would be interested in, well, it's a business I've never seen other than, you know, the clerical aspect of things.
I wish my fucking
But
mouse
it
would
would-
work.
It would be something else kind of entirely different. Can I trust you?
I mean, I'll do what I can, but keep in mind most of what you're gonna say is gonna go right the fuck over my head.
Well, that's fine. He kind of leans forward and he starts talking a lot softer.